Okay, so have you ever had that feeling? Like the days are just shorter, or maybe that time itself is just flying by faster than it used to. It's a pretty common observation, right? Well, get this. The sources you sent us suggest it's maybe not just a feeling for some people. They're talking about something scientists are actually observing. The Earth, apparently, is literally spinning faster. So today we're going to take a deep dive into this really fascinating material you share. We want to unpack what might be happening and, yeah, what it could all mean for you. Because you shared some really thought-provoking stuff here. Sources that explore this interesting intersection, like between physical science and maybe something more spiritual. It seems to suggest that the very fabric of our reality might be undergoing some kind of profound transformation. So, yeah, definitely not just a feeling, according to this material. Your sources point to, well, a primary suspect for this acceleration. It seems to be an accelerating shift in the Earth's magnetic axis. Specifically, they highlight how the North Magnetic Pole, has been moving really rapidly towards Siberia in recent decades.
And this movement, while subtle maybe, is incredibly powerful. They say it's altering the balance of the whole geomagnetic field that protects us.
Exactly. And what's really compelling from the perspective offered in your material is that this magnetic shift, it isn't just about the planet's rotation in a purely physical sense, like just mechanics. Your sources indicate this powerful movement is also directly impacting biological systems, emotional systems, even spiritual systems of living things on Earth. It's presented almost as a kind of global recalibration, something that affects our internal biological clocks. And that might be why time feels like it's passing more quickly for some. A lot of people seem to be feeling this intuitively, right? This sense of temporal compression is the phrase they use. That feeling like time itself is literally being squeezed, making days feel shorter, or maybe events unfolding faster than you'd expect. So it's not just an impression. The perspective here is that the change in rotation actually alters how we perceive time. And our bodies, our minds, our spirits, they're trying to adjust to what these sources call a new vibrational reality. Basically an existence operating at a higher energetic frequency.
Wow, okay. That idea of temporal compression, yeah, that's incredibly relatable. I think a lot of people feel that. So if I'm understanding these sources right, they're suggesting a direct energetic link, like an invisible tether between the Earth's changing spin and our own internal rhythms.
That seems to be the core idea, yes.
But that's just one pretty powerful piece of the puzzle they present. What if the actual rhythm of the planet is changing too? Your sources point to another really remarkable phenomenon, like a planetary pulse, that they argue is undergoing an even more dramatic transformation. And that's the Schumann Resonance. Now, scientifically, this is known, right? It's the Earth's natural electromagnetic pulsations, often called the heartbeats of the planet.
Caused by lightning activity globally.
Right, lightning. And for decades, the fundamental frequency of this resonance, it was incredibly stable, consistently around, 7.83 hertz?
Yeah, very stable.
But your sources reveal something really intriguing here. They claim that in recent years, this frequency has been, oscillating intensely, sometimes reaching peaks way above 40 hertz. That's a huge departure, isn't it? And they argue this has profound implications.
Yes, exactly. That's where it gets really insightful, according to these sources. What they suggest these elevated frequencies indicate is, a profound shift. The idea is that the Earth itself is vibrating at a higher frequency now, and that this directly influences our consciousness, our nervous system, our emotional field. It's all connected. So when the Schumann resonance elevates, the idea proposed here is that we are, in a sense, being invited, or maybe even compelled, to elevate our own vibration to match it. It's like a direct energetic mirroring, implying that as the planet's pulse quickens, so too does our own internal energetic state.
Okay, let me try and recap this then. We've got the Earth apparently spinning faster, its rotation accelerating, and we've got this rising Schumann resonance, the planet's heartbeat getting faster and more intense, and your sources are saying these two things are absolutely interconnected.
Yes, deeply connected.
Part of what they describe as a great planetary transition that's happening right now.
They see it as a seamless, powerful planetary evolution, not separate events.
Right. And what does this mean for you, the listener? Well, you might actually be feeling some of these shifts on a really personal level. Beyond that sense of time speeding up, the temporal compression we talked about, your sources mentioned that many people are reporting physical symptoms, things like insomnia, maybe heart palpitations.
Yeah, mental confusion is another one they list, or waves of anxiety.
Exactly. So for anyone listening who's felt, inexplicably off lately, those restless nights, that feeling of mental fog, your sources are offering a very particular interpretation for that. These symptoms, they're described not just as like everyday stress, but as side effects of an energetic recalibration process.
Right.
Essentially, a powerful internal adjustment. Our bodies, minds, and spirits trying to align themselves with this new planetary reality, almost like a system update for your own being, you know?
Yeah, that's a good analogy. And if we connect this to the broader context that your sources present, they describe us as being, and this is a direct quote, literally reprogrammed to function in a new, more subtle and expanded pattern of light. So this process is framed as a pretty significant evolutionary shift, moving away from what they call old paradigms based on fear, control, and separation.
Okay.
And instead, it's depicted as guiding us toward a collective consciousness centered on love, truth, and unity. It's really presented as a powerful call to spiritual awakening, a return to the heart, a deeper connection with the earth, fundamentally altering our relationship with ourselves and, well, with each other, too.
And here's where it is really, really compelling, according to these sources. They talk about increasingly intense solar explosions, solar flares and such, combined with our planet's magnetic field instability. Say this is literally opening cracks in the veil of illusion.
Strong words.
Yeah. What they seem to mean is that reality itself is becoming, well, more malleable, less rigid than maybe we once perceived it, which implies a profound shift where things that used to manifest slowly, densely, might now happen much more quickly.
Right.
Your sources suggest our thoughts, which once maybe seemed like just internal chatter. They're gaining immense creative force. And our intentions vibrate like energetic arrows, powerfully shaping this new, more fluid reality around us.
It's almost as if the universe is becoming more responsive, more immediately responsive to our inner landscape, our thoughts, our feelings.
And that definitely raises an important question for all of us then.
It does, because while these times are certainly challenging, and many feel that, the sources you shared suggest they are also profoundly sacred times. This acceleration of the earth, they say, it's not a sign of chaos, not really, but of rebirth.
Rebirth.
We are being reconnected, they say, to the original rhythm of the universe. The faster rotation, the elevated Schumann resonance, these are described as the drum beats of creation, calling us back to our center, to balance and to inner truth. The earth, your sources conclude, is not collapsing, it's igniting. That's a powerful image.
Igniting.
And it's inviting us along with it if we choose to participate. So the final thought might be, what does this cosmic clock ticking faster mean for how you choose to live? How do you align your own vibration, your own energy with this new, faster planetary frequency? Are you perhaps ready to dance to Earth's accelerating rhythm? Something to ponder?